Okay, just a real quickie here, a little project that I wasn't expecting to do, but I saw this, and the missus loves wildlife, and she saw this and happened to mention that she really liked it, so I secretly sneaked back and bought this when she wasn't looking. It's a needle felting kit, which I'm trying to get into at the moment, and I thought this make a nice little short project. I should definitely be able to knock this out in the week. I've already done one of these type of kits before, and they're very, very basic, and a basic introduction into how to needle felt. So basically this is just going to be a box opening, and we'll have a quick look at the contents of this and just how difficult it'll be. Okay, let's have a look, see what we've got. There we go, that's it. There's not much to this at all, so there really are good beginners kits, aside from one little thing which I'll mention. As I say, I've already done one of these. I did the hedgehog, which I've posted up, and these are supposedly the instructions, but as you'll probably notice, and these are multilingual as well, there aren't all that many instructions to them, and certainly no illustrated diagrams about what you actually do, which for the beginner I would have thought was, you know, absolutely crucial. What they do give you is a QR code which sends you up to the company's website, and they have a very generic video about how to put these type of kits together. Now that's important because it's not specifically these kits, and these kits vary quite a lot. As I say, I've done a hedgehog, this is a bird, and they're quite different in the way you actually tackle them. So this is one big downer, I think. For the real beginner, you would have wanted some sort of illustrated guide or video guide to go along with this. So as I say, a little bit of a downer there, but I'm muddling through because I'm learning how to needle felt at the moment. So part of the figuring out how to do things is a good learning experience for me. So let's see what we've got in the actual kit. I'll bring the picture back here so you'll know what we're supposed to be aiming at. Here we go. Right, of course, you start out with the different types of felting. Wool, a bit of twine there as well. This stuff's quite, it's funny, it's almost like cotton candy is this stuff. There's several different types. I believe it's called roving wool. It's really strange stuff. You can actually buy it. I can get this in balls of roving wool from my local craft shop. So if you do need any more, it's quite easy to get hold of. And of course, you can go back to kind of online stores to get any more. So that's the bulk of what will make up the felting figure here, is all these colours of wool. Now, this intrigued me. There was two things. First of all, the body. Now, I made the hedgehog, which is basically just an egg shape. So you got an egg-shaped core on which to build your felting character. With this, I looked at it, and without seeing what was in the kit, so let's pretend I haven't opened this yet, and I looked at it and I tried to work out how they would approach this. And my idea was they'd probably have one kind of egg-shaped ball for the body, and then one ball for the head. I wasn't sure how they would do the beak. And the other thing I wasn't sure about was how they would do the wings. The difference between this beginner's type of kit for felting and the normal, more conventional way of doing felting is you build up any body component actually from felt itself, and you work on building a felt, say a felt wing, or even a felt body, completely and utterly using this roving wool. Or I see some people make cores of normal wool and build on top of that. But with these simple kits, they give the beginner a jump start by giving you, for the bodies, a polystyrene core, which saves you a lot of laborious work doing the felting, which is the main thing about this particular hobby, is how long it takes you to build things using just felt. And for the wings, I thought, how are they going to do that? Are you going to build an actual shape using the felt itself, which is kind of, it's not an expert way of doing felting. Experts do it that way, but it's a basic technique that you will learn as you're doing felting. But for the complete beginner, that is learning to make these shapes just simply using felting wool is a little bit tricky. So I wondered how to do that, and of course now I've found out. Of course, they've supplied you with conventional felt. That's the felt material like this in the shape of the wings, and then you will needle felt your roving wool onto these. So these will provide the core of your shape. So that answered that question. The other question, of course, was the core. I got it wrong. There wasn't 2 balls. They've actually supplied 1 moulded polystyrene shape in the shape of the body, which that's quite cool in its own way. As I say, this is one of the most difficult parts for the absolute beginner, how to make up bodies or the core for your felt sculpts, because that's basically what they are. It's like sculpting but with wool. And these beginner kits they're quite handy. There is disadvantages to using these. I find the first model I did inordinately light. It's really funny. Whereas compacted felt has a little bit of weight and mass to it. These felt kind of funny, but you know, it's a great way for the beginner to start out. So what else have you got? You've got some wire legs, which I'm good because that will give a nice stable stand for this body. As I say, these turn out really, really light, so you need something firm to attach it down, and I will be making my own base for this model. Then you've got small bits. They have provided, there you go, they have provided the beak as a felt cone, so that's going to be easier for the beginner to do. I don't know if you can see that because it's in black. There you go, that's a bit better. And then of course they provide 1 felting needle. There we go, in case you haven't seen what a felting needle looks like. And basically, as I'll show you when I go to actually making this is just a box opening. It's not a tutorial on how to do this kit, but I might do a video of my progress doing this, and you'll see how you jab the felt to compact it, to form it into the cover for this core. Okay, so that's all the bits and pieces you'll find. Do be careful with the needle. That's the one thing about this beginner's kit. They only provide this kind of like little cardboard sleeve for the needle. All right, they've provided a bit of twine in case you want to hang this like an ornament, because of course that you can imagine if they do a robin like this, that would make a fantastic Christmas tree ornament. Okay, so there's all the bits and pieces. Yeah, that's obviously the tail core, and that's the two wings. Okay, we've got the beak and the little plastic eyes. I would probably say I'm dubious of how safe this is for younger people to actually build. I'd probably say 11 up for building one of these, just off the top of my head. And I wouldn't say this was a toy. Do not give these to kids. I'm not sure how safe these little tack eyes are for younger children, so just be aware of that. But there we go, that's all the bits and pieces. Really quite glad it's quite sturdy wire legs in there. That will be a help later on. And we seem to have plenty of wool to do all the bits and pieces. And of course we've got our needle. So there we go. It'll be interesting to see how this turns out, particularly because of course I have to work with these very cursory instructions. I'll have to muddle through this a little bit, but you know, it's kind of not, it's not rocket science, and I will do that. And as I say, I'll probably make a video of my experience of putting this together. But there you go, there's a very basic needle felting kit.